Now, each year, the annual Motionball Toronto Gala brings together celebrities and community members for a fun night in support of Team Canada's Special Olympic athletes. Now, in its 20th year, this milestone celebration will surpass the national nonprofit's $15 million record, raising even more funds and awareness for Special Olympics. Now, supporting athletes, of course, like multi-gold medal winner Tess Trojan. Ahead of the big night on September 29th, I'm joined right now by co-founder Sean Etherington and Tess. Oh my God, I'm here amidst a celebrity. Tess, it's such a pleasure to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And Sean, you know, I'm so excited to chat with you because what a milestone, you know, this event is and everything that you've done. I want to take, you know, several steps back, several years back when you first came up with the idea. You were just kind of talking with your brothers and then this came up. So can you give us a sense of how it all started?
Absolutely. And thanks for having us. So 20 years ago, my brothers and I were on a patio having a beverage, but we'd been exposed to Special Olympics for our life, our entire life. Our parents had been active volunteers. They'd raised millions of dollars themselves. And we wanted to give back to Special Olympics, but we wanted to do it our way and connect with our demographic. So we kind of fell into a benefit concert with a Tragically Hip. They were preparing for the Salt Lake Olympics. We then put on a gala that raised about $50,000 and then came up with a formula for our flagship event, which is the Marathon of Sport, which is integrated sport with Special Olympic athletes. And then we realized we had something and then took some time to spread it across the country over the next 20 years.
And it's so important to support our athletes because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to kind of, you know, master and own your craft. And Tess, I'm going to have to look at my paper because I want to get your resume correct because you've been involved with the Special Olympics for 21 years. You have 4 gold medals and competed in 4 different sports. But, you know, it's not just about, you know, that resume. It's about the experience. It's about the people that you get to connect with. What makes the Special Olympics special to you?
So I guess the culture. You get to travel, meet new friends, and see old ones.
And in terms of travel, what stands out to you when I ask you, like, what's the most exciting place that you've been?
The most exciting place was in 2021. It was Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
So the culture out there was unbelievable in the treatment we had.
Yeah.
LA was the same type of experience.
Yeah.
It was under the Hollywood sign that we got to golf, which was really cool.
That's really cool. And of course, 2023 is going to be in Berlin. Well, I'll ask you that in a couple of seconds. But Sean, I want to take it back to you about, you know, of course, tomorrow. It's going to be the big event, September 29th. Aside from that, from the ball that's going to be happening, what are some of the initiatives moving forward?
Sure. So we now run 50 events across the country, and we're a volunteer-led organization. So we have young professionals that have raised their hand that want to make a difference in their community. We're in 35 universities as part of that 50. So we have event directors that raise money and awareness through integrated sports, and we run 20 Marathon of Sport segments in cities across the country and 3 galas. So we're always looking for volunteers. Special Olympics needs more volunteers, more coaches, and we're just excited to have this army of people who care about, you know, having an impact on the lives of those with an intellectual disability.
And Tess, talk about the impact that sports have had on you. You started golf very young. You know, your parents were golfers, avid golfers, and you became a golfer as well. 2023 Special Olympics happening in Berlin. What are you most excited about for?
I can say that I do train 5 times a week and daily at my local gym at home. If I get to go, we haven't heard yet, but come October, there's a long wait, but then we will hear come October.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything yet. But I've trained with my golf coach, Brody Wetham. He's great at what he does.
And it's about the experience, right? It's about the experience of coming together, whatever the outcome might be.
If I do go, it'd be great to represent Canada and my country. Yeah. But if not, I'm going to be cheering on my friends and my athletes, and they can do their personal best.
Well, Tess, you know, for anyone watching right now who want to pick up a sport, who might be a little bit nervous, you know, what advice do you have? You know, what keeps you going? Like, basically, you know, you're such an inspirational person with your story, with everything you've accomplished. Anyone out there who's a little bit hesitant, what would you say to them?
I'll say just give it a try. Just have fun.
Yeah.
You're with your friends.
Just enjoy the experience.
Just enjoy the experience. Just be be your best to do the best.
Amazing. And Sean, before we wrap things up, this year's gala, of course, is happening on September 29th. If people want to get involved, they're not able to make it, where can they get more information about the event and how to kind of get back?
Absolutely. motionball.com, all the event details for tomorrow night and all the events that we run across the country. As I said, we're looking for volunteers. Special Olympics needs more coaches and athletes, and motionball.com is a great site.
Again, motionball.com. Get all your info there. Tess Trojan, Sean Etherington, thank you so much for taking the time, waking up bright and early for us. Stay tuned. We'll have more coming up after the break.